All right, let's get right into it. We're diving into a story that really gets into a terrifying idea. Sometimes, the greatest threat isn't the monster hiding in the cave, but the people you have at your back.
And it all kicks off with this one single line. Chilling, right? This isn't just a bad situation unfolding. No, this is a plan. A cold, calculated betrayal designed to leave one man for dead, all for a little bit of treasure. So you might be wondering, how did we get to this point? Well, this wasn't an accident. This wasn't some snap decision made in the heat of the moment. This was a carefully orchestrated plot by a team of high-ranking hunters. They looked at their weaker teammates not as allies, but, as disposable assets.
So let's look at the players on the board, shall we? First, you've got the Predators, a whole group of seasoned, powerful C-rank hunters. Then, you've got the Accomplice, a rookie D-rank who's got more money than sense. And finally, you have the Bait, our protagonist, a lone E-rank hunter, literally known as the weakest hunter in the world.
And their plan was just as simple as it was ruthless. Step 1, you lure the 2 weakest members into the boss's lair. Step 2, you collapse the entrance, sealing them inside with a monster they have no chance against. Step 3, you wait. And Step 4, you just walk back in, grab the loot, and maybe even strip their corpses for some extra gear. Easy, right?
But here is where that perfect plan just completely falls apart. Because the Bait, he refuses to die. He's trapped, there's no hope of rescue, and he's faced with this impossible confrontation. And when I say impossible, the odds are just staggering.
I mean, seriously, the odds are a joke. An E-rank hunter trying to take on a C-rank boss? It's just unheard of. We're talking 2 full power tiers above him. Statistically speaking, this isn't a fight. It's a guaranteed execution.
But, faced with those impossible odds, something inside of him just shifts. He decides to fight back. He figures, hey, they call us hunters for a reason, right? It's time to actually start hunting.
So he starts by using his dagger's special ability. He lands a strike and bam, paralysis. Now, it's not much, but it's an opening. It's a chance to slow this giant beast down, even just a little.
He follows that up with another debuff, Drain. This starts to sap the monster's strength. See, this isn't going to be a quick kill. This is a battle of attrition. He's just trying to wear the massive creature down bit by agonizing bit.
But here's the real game changer. Just when he's about to collapse from exhaustion, he unlocks a brand new skill out of nowhere, Dash. This sudden burst of speed lets him zip past the monster's armor and get in close, landing a whole flurry of critical hits to finally bring it down.
So he's exhausted, he's bleeding, but he won. And just as he's finally catching his breath, guess who shows up? His treacherous teammates return, and the looks on their faces are just pure shock. They cannot believe that the Bait is still alive. So, seeing their plan completely in ruins, the leader turns to the protagonist's only companion, that wealthy D-rank, and he gives him this chilling ultimatum. It's a twisted test, right? Loyalty or survival, forcing the last 2 survivors to turn on each other.
And how do they justify all this? With this twisted piece of logic right here. For them, a dungeon is a lawless place. It's a place where murder is just part of the raid, because, hey, no witnesses, no consequences.
But right here, with his life hanging by a thread, something fundamental changes. The entire power dynamic in this cave, it's about to be rewritten. Dramatically. And very, very violently.
All of a sudden, this mysterious interface that only he can see, he calls it the system, it intervenes. It issues a brand new directive, an urgent quest, with one single, horrifying objective: kill the enemies who are trying to kill him.
And faced with that, he has this moment of terrifying clarity. He realizes he's been way too careless, that he forgot just how brutal this world really is. So he embraces this new, ruthless mindset. If this system wants him to get strong, well, he's going to use it to become a predator.
And just like that, the hunted becomes the hunter. What happens next is just a blur. The hunter, who was too weak to even matter a few moments ago, is now moving with impossible speed. Before they can even react, he cuts down 5 of his would-be murderers. The weakest hunter has become a phantom of death. The final betrayer, the leader of the whole group, he's all that's left. And his defenses, his arrogance, it's all shattered. He starts begging, offering any amount of money in the world to be spared. But there's no mercy left.
Our protagonist simply takes the man's own twisted philosophy and throws it right back in his face, sealing his fate with the exact words he used to justify his own evil.
So when that dungeon gate finally reopens, the official record that comes out tells a story that nobody at the Hunters Association can possibly believe. The results are they're impossible.
I mean, just look at this report. You've got 4 high-level C-rank hunters who went in, 0 survived. 2 D ranks went in, 1 survived. And the single E rank, the man who was supposed to be monster food, he's the other survivor. These numbers just defy all logic.
And what's his reward for all this slaughter? It's not just survival, it's a terrifying new skill born from pure violence. An ability called Murderous Intense, and it's designed for one thing: to incapacitate and dominate other human beings.
So he walks out of that dungeon alive, and impossibly strong. He survived his enemies, both the monsters and the men. But you have to ask, in the process, what did he become? That line between hunter and hunted, well, it may have just been erased forever.